You're on video. You can move. There you go.
She's on beauty face.
Okay. There we go.
If I had my
Hey, Mike, how you doing?
All right, there we go. Very nice. These are moving pictures. Yeah. Hey, you can talk to them, and they have talkies too.
Hey, look over here.
All right.
We had some stuff involved, but 99% of it was all mistake. They came out with the desist order, and you're shut down, and they shut the doors. And they said you can take care of the problem.
Their fancy nuts and stuff like that.
Thank you, ma'am.
But I thought they
It's too late now for them. They're not here, they're not here. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Hello.
Hello there.
How are you?
I'm wonderful, thank you. And yourself?
I'm doing great.
The kids?
Oh, fine.
Oh, that's good. Thank you very much for coming here.
It worked.
That's a Johnny joke. I'm sorry.
It's a clean joke.
That's one of the
Oh,
Chaplin
get it
jokes.
from both sides here. Oh, yeah.
Comes out once a year.
My waitress days are coming back. I can't help it.
Dum-dum, thanks for the goblet. Y'all are more important than that, so please bow your heads. Heavenly Father, we ask your blessing on all who have joined us here tonight to celebrate the birth of your Son, Jesus Christ, at our annual SAU party. Bless and keep these honorable young men and women who sacrifice their time to support our sheriff by performing those duties that keep our deputies out on the streets getting the bad guys. Let your face shine upon them and be gracious unto them. Lift up your countenance upon them and grant them peace, and bless this food that we'll eat tonight. In Jesus' name I pray, amen.
I'd like to start by thanking the past coordinators, Mike, Larry, and Carly here. I tell you, I couldn't have taken over if it wasn't for these three, especially this guy that left me. Anyway, it's been a heck of a year. We've had a lot of fun. I'd like to thank the board, Diane. I couldn't make it without Diane. She's our girl Friday in the office. She does everything for us. Bill Byrne, he's out there all night. He takes most of the call outs at night, him and Zona. And it wasn't for him. And then Rick is Rick keeps me straight, keeps me out of trouble. And then
Calm down the job.
And then what can I say about Lester? Everybody knows he's our treasurer and he really keeps us straight. Let me tell you, he's sharp as a tack. Then I'd like to thank our new chaplain, Drake. Where are you hiding at, Drake? And of course, I want to thank the sheriff and her staff. I mean, they have just been fabulous. It's been a great year. I think all of us feel it's a whole new world compared to what we've been through in the last whatever years. Marilyn knows the history better than any of us. In fact, I want to thank Marilyn because right now she's working with the museum. And they're putting some old uniforms and stuff together, and she's really doing a good job. I wrote some notes because I don't remember very good. Sheriff, would you like to say a few words, please?
I'll bring my notes up to add to your notes.
There you go.
He asked you if you were like.
Well, the one thing I want to say is I want to thank you all very, very much. The sheriff's office would be a very different place without all of you. We couldn't do half of the things or support the people in Nye County, especially in Pearl. It's immeasurable what you guys do. It's absolutely fantastic. I can't even imagine the police officers that we have trying to pick up and do the things that you all do. And I want to thank you very, very much for doing them. We did a lot of things last year. One of them is the Lester. Yes, Lester. Lester was Man of the Year for SAU this last year. And we appreciate it. Yeah, speech.
I want to thank you all. It was a complete surprise. I didn't know what was going on this year. I didn't know what to say. I said, what's going on here?
He was asleep in his chair.
I want to thank you all.
Mike and Larry got their 10-year awards. Marilyn Tisdale got a Historian and Longevity Award. She's been here since the beginning of the program. That reminds me, Marilyn. I've been here since the beginning of the program.
18 years?
Yeah, and before that. Roland Benton got an ABCD award, and so did Skeet Smith. Again, I want to thank everybody for making this a very, very successful year. We've experienced major growth, not only with personnel, but with job expansion. We have a traffic accident truck, new flashers and barricades that actually break down. We have training coordinators, and the instructors are integrating into the NCSO new training division. I think that's really great. What we're going to do is once the instructors actually get on board, we're going to use them for training deputies. They're going to their first class here shortly, which is a medical class, and they're going to help us keep our deputies up to speed too. So it's going to be a back and forth trade. When I came in, SAU had 4 cars. They now have 9. We're expanding into the middle and hopefully the northern areas of the county. We have 1 vehicle and 1 new person in Imagosa. And hopefully, if Roland's really good and twists this guy's arm, we'll have somebody in Beatty here soon. Ed Underhill has resurrected the Neighborhood Watch program, and I'll tell you what, I didn't think it could go back together as quickly and as seamlessly as he's put it together, and it's working, functioning. It's great, and thank you.
My pleasure.
And again, I want to tell you guys that there's no way that we could provide the support to the community that you guys do. We couldn't do it without you. And thank you very, very much for being there for us. And we're looking forward to a brand new year and more wonderful things happening. Thank you.
Thank you. Judge, would you like to say anything, please?
I want to thank you
You may be in trouble now. Well, you know, I became judge July 1st of 2011, and before I started, I was over a meeting with the staff, and they said, we'd like you to take over the drug court. And I was thinking, drug court, man. And oh, by the way, your first duty is we're gonna send you to Washington, D.C. So I get on a plane with people I don't know. I go to Washington, D.C. to learn about this drug court. And I've been the drug court judge ever since. And we've had a lot of changes. When I first started, we had a staff of 4. Now we have a staff of 1. We have, and what happened is, as finances go, we didn't have the money to keep going as a drug court. So what we ended up doing is revamping the drug court. So we have 1 full-time case manager. Now my Vanna over here, if you don't know Melissa Meadows, Melissa is a drug court graduate. Melissa, when I first started, worked as a part-time employee helping the drug court. And I had an opening for a secretarial position, and there was one person that I interviewed, it was Melissa, because I got to see how hard she worked. And then as situation came that we didn't have money, I went to Melissa and said, Melissa, I'd really like to make you the drug court coordinator, but I can't put you really in that position. You have to wear the hat as my secretary too. So she works as my secretary, plus she works 7 days a week. Plus she works as the drug court coordinator, supervising our only employee, our drug court case manager. And our drug court has never been bigger. We started a drug court in Tonopah, so we have a Tonopah drug court now. We have a Pahrump drug court. We have approximately 120 people in drug court. So we have 1 full-time employee, Melissa, who goes above and beyond, and myself. You're looking at the whole, but with that being said, those are the people, I guess you would say, are paid. So obviously we have to rely on some really great volunteers, and that's where you guys have come in. And without you, we would not have a drug court. I just want you to know that, because you guys have gone above and beyond. You come in, you help us drop. You know, we drug test 7 days a week, and we could not do this without you guys. And we have another volunteer here too that isn't a sheriff's auxiliary member, but is a vital member of our drug court team, and that is John Worley from Adult Parole and Probation, and we really appreciate John. But we have a team of people. So we have drug court, our counselors. We have our staff that we deal with them. We have 2 sheriff's auxiliary members who come to all of our staffings. But I just can't tell you how grateful I am to you. And we went to tell you the difference. I've had people, I get letters a lot from people, and they'll come back and they'll say to me, you saved my life. You know, I was addicted to drugs. You have changed my life. And when you see that, you walk down the street and you hear somebody honk the horn, and for a minute you think maybe they're going to shoot you, but then you turn and you roll the window down, and they're actually somebody who's graduated from drug court. And I just want you to know, every Friday I have criminal law in motion. And the crime might be burglary, the crime might be home invasion, the crime might be theft. But about 95% of those crimes are committed because the underlying problem is a substance abuse problem. Oftentimes they're co-occurring with mental health issues. So I gotta tell you, my hat's off to the sheriff. They work very closely with us, and we've had some doozies, let me tell you, with what they deal with. But tonight, we have something, a little something for each folks that have helped us from the Sheriff's Auxiliary this year. And so what we have is we have a certificate of appreciation, and I don't know if you've ever seen our graduate coins. We go for coins just like you would, I guess, at a casino, phase 1, phase 2, and then a graduation coin. And the 5th Judicial District Adult Drug Court on one side and Nye County on the other side. So let me get the folks up here and our great appreciation to Drake Austin. Drake, come on.
Yes, you get that?
And where's the judge? There's the judge. Okay, now I'd like to introduce the new auxiliary members for 2016. We got a bunch. And then we'll leave. Start with Grant Roberts and his wife Linda. Dan Rogers and his wife Mills. Frank Bonesteel. And also Dave Olson. Ed Underhill, he's heading up our heads up the neighborhood watch. I'll talk about that later. Carolyn Indra, one of our you gotta help me on this, Mike. Mike Pardo Topolino. Okay, thank you. Main thing I want to do now is thank all the spouses for putting up with all the crap for the last year. How many nights we go out and we're out all night, and you girls are stuck, or you guys are stuck at home by yourselves. So, Over to the jail, he holds services for those people. He's trying to get communion going. He's got a couple of them he might be able to convert. He's working on that. He's doing a heck of a job. Plus, he assists the sheriff's department in anything to do with, religion and stuff like that. So, let me see who's next. Frank Bonesteel works in logistics. He's in there with helping Eric Murphy, trying to get a few things done in there. Mike is working in here, working on our policies and procedures. He's also going to be working cold cases as soon as that's all put together. Of course, what can I say about Vernon Zone? The judge just said everything. We're going to lose them. I'm afraid. I mean, they've almost become full-time employees at the county, at the judge. Plus, they take the call-outs. Vernon's a patrol sergeant. He takes the 2, 3 o'clock and 4 o'clock in the morning. He starts right at the top, and he gets whoever he can get to help him. But I couldn't make it without those guys. The sheriff mentioned Armagosa, Pat Minstrel. She's not here tonight. She's on vacation. She lives out there. She's got a car. She helps us out there. She works real close with Roland. Like I say, he's over Armagosa. He's got Beatty and all these other places. Grant and Roland have been working out in Beatty so much that poor Grant's wife's probably tired of him being gone. And then Ed Underhill, like the sheriff said, he's taking over the neighborhood watch and doing a spectacular job. We appreciate it, Ed. Okay, the sheriff mentioned the training. Here's the training man right here. Him and Dave Olson are really involved working with the sheriff's training coordinator, sergeant, I guess you call him. They're even getting ready to go to Reno to a school. When the school's finished, they'll be able to train, they'll come in here and be able to give us our yearly training. Plus, like the sheriff said, she's gonna be using them to train deputies. So hey, that's a big plus for us. I think that's about all I get to say. All I want to say is thank you, Sheriff. Everything has been a great year, and I'm looking forward to 2017. We're done eating.